Hi, and welcome to Live with Connie. Today, my guest star is the fabulous Dana and Dooley from Dana's Wanderlust Crochet. So, how are you doing today, Dana?
We're doing really good. Just hanging out here in the hotel room.
Awesome. And let's see, we have Samantha, Amy, Teensy, Spring, and Chris that has joined us. How are y'all doing today, and what are y'all currently working on?
Oh yeah, let's see. Let's talk about what we're crocheting and knitting.
And also for those that are watching on replay, I want to welcome y'all. And if y'all do watch the replay, please leave a comment to let us know. And let's see if I missed anything in the chat. No, it don't look like it. But yeah, I'm doing good today. I've had a sleepy day today. I didn't sleep the best last night, and when I first woke up, it's like I pretty much fell right back to sleep. I got up, sat in the living room chair, and I
Mm.
fell asleep till like at 9:30. And I'm still feeling tired today. It's been one of those days, and I did get my row done on my temperature blanket, and
Ooh,
I've gotten some knitting done on my socks today.
nice, nice, very nice.
And let's see, Chris is working on Selena Baca's artesian Afghans.
The artisan Afghan, yes, we've all kind of gotten into that.
And I love Selena Baca. She is who basically taught me how to crochet.
Oh, that is, and she's a wonderful teacher. She just has the heart of a teacher. She is all about helping people. And I'm really honored to been able to get to know her a little bit over the last year. She's amazing.
She is, and like she's so thorough because
Hmm.
like I tried a few years back to learn how to crochet, and I could not get it. I was all confused. I don't even think I was doing the single crochet stitch right. Oh, but like the turning part really, really confused me.
Yeah,
And I thought like the only way I could possibly learn would be if someone sat with me to show me.
right.
And so then I moved on to loom knitting. Then I learned how to knit. Then I
Yeah.
came back to crochet. I had gotten that promotional subscription to Craftsy.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I think it was like about $3 for the year.
Yes.
And I found Selena Baca's lessons, and that's how I got started with her.
She's wonderful.
And once I watched her lessons, I mean, I picked it up like that.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
so it was so easy.
I
And
learned
she,
so, I've been crocheting for a while, and each time I do one of her patterns, I learn something about crochet from her in each one of her patterns. And, like I said, I've been doing this a while. I've done some things I'm pretty proud of, but yeah, Selena never fails to teach me something new.
and I mean, she's amazing. And I mean, she teaches you what the stitches look like, how to count your stitches. I mean,
Yes.
you know it inside and out when you're done with her lessons. That's how good she is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah.
she teaches you how to read patterns. And she has you doing, I think, like 4 different patterns while you're doing her lessons.
Right.
I
Right.
mean,
Yeah.
and I was like,
Yep.
yes, I learned. I finally learned. Let's see. We have Deborah, Ellen, Trudy, Roseanne, Amanda, KB Fibers, Zach, Deneen. Did I say Alice? If not Alice, Roberta, Ellen, Tina that has joined us. How are y'all doing? And what are y'all
Hi,
currently
everybody.
working on? And KB Fibers, what is your first name?
That's Karen.
Oh, Karen. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
She took this book that I have, The Art of Crochet, that was published in 1891, and took that leaf motif that I've struggled with, and she did a 3-part video series on it and a written pattern. And I have worked on that now that she's clarified that for me. Super knowledgeable lady.
I know there's so much amazing talent in the Yorny community.
Oh, it's amazing.
And Spring says she's hurting, but that means I'm alive. And I'm so glad everything went well with your surgery, Spring.
Yes. Yeah.
You'll be springing back to us before you know it. And let's see. Samantha's asking about Dooley.
Dooley, who's sitting right here begging for something. He thinks I've got treats or something.
Aww, hi, Dooley.
He is begging. Yeah.
You want to come play with my cats?
He loves kitties. Like I said, he thought he was a kitty the first 2 years of his life. So they're his pals.
See, now my cat Sophie would get along with him. Now, Allie's a different story.
Yeah.
Allie don't really get along with Sophie too well. Allie's territorial and she gets jealous easily.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, Deneen is making supper, sewing a new zipper in husband's jacket and lurking. Sweet. What are you making for supper?
Oh, yeah. What's for dinner?
I might be coming over.
Be right there.
Yep, I'm getting ready for St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
And
do you celebrate St. Patrick's Day?
Not really.
Yeah.
I mean, like I'll typically wear green, but that's about as far as it goes.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't even do that much.
Now the area I'm originally from, South Louisiana and Houma.
Yeah.
Of course, after I moved away, they started doing a St. Patrick's Day parade where they throw like vegetables and stuff. One of the grocery stores donates all these vegetables. And like one of my friends come back with like baskets full.
Wow. Wow. Huh. Well, that's interesting. I've never heard of that.
I'm like, oh, that would be sweet. I mean, like, and you're getting all these vegetables for free.
Yeah.
Now, I do kind of wonder how they really, like, because I know, like, Mardi Gras they throw, but, like, with vegetables, you know, I guess they kind of just drop it in people's baskets or something.
Oh, wow. I'd like to check that out. That's interesting.
Because you don't really want, like, potatoes and stuff thrown at you.
Right. Ow. Yeah.
Okay. Does Selena have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, the American Crochet Association has a channel. So that's her channel. And she does like she goes live on her Facebook group too, like on Mondays. She calls it a Monday Mingle, and it's really fun. It's not very long. She covers a lot of things and says hello to everybody in the lives, and yeah. It's really a nice one.
I've caught a couple of her Facebook lives before, but like I said earlier, I did her lessons off of Craftsy. So yeah. I mean, awesome. And I think I tried searching for like Selena Baca, and I may have found something that I subscribed to, but I don't think it really had much like for tutorials or anything on it, from what I remember.
Okay. Yeah. She gives away free patterns like every week. If you sign up for the American Crochet Association, and then she has some courses you can check into and buy into, and like recently, I wanted to honor her by with an anonymous donor wanted to not only give my subscribers something free, but we wanted to honor Selena Baca. So the deal was, we sent her a bunch of money and we were going to share out her artisan Afghan pattern. Well, she kind of flipped the blessing around on us, and she gave us the code Wanderlust, WANDERLUST, that could be used 100 times for the Artisan Afghan Challenge on her website. So she kind of flipped that blessing around on us. And as far as I know, that code is still active. We found that it works best if it's a capital W, lowercase the rest, when you go to check out for the Artisan Afghan Challenge on the American Crochet Association website. So if anybody wants to try that, give it a shot.
I do have a question. Like, when it comes to the pattern, will you still be able to do the pattern like after the challenge is over?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's been up for a while. But to buy, this course, this challenge, I don't remember how much it originally is, but she allowed us 100, free uses of the code to do that for free. So a lot of people, I have started, I have 3 or 4 blocks done, and they're rectangular blocks in this Afghan, but they're back on the arm bust. So I got everybody else doing it because I can't work on it right now. So I live vicariously through all of you.
Eventually I want to do the pattern, but the thing is that I already have my projects I'm working on, and I have 2 blankets that I'm working on that are actually on pause right now.
I have a lot of blankets on pause right now. This one is taking me a long time, but I'm finally starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel here.
Ooh.
For this is Aunt Martha's blanket, and I got this pattern. A lot of people have seen me show this 150 times, but I love this Home Sweet Home Afghans. And I think you can get this off of any used book online store. And the patterns, these blankets are amazing. See if I can show you one of my favorites. Oh yeah.
But I don't want to start a new blanket.
Look. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful work. So
yes, that's gorgeous. But I don't want to start a new blanket until I get my other ones finished.
That's what my Scorched Earth Challenge is all about. Now, I failed miserably on my own Scorched Earth Challenge last year about finishing all these blankets that I have going on. But this year I have renewed that goal to get all of these whips done this year. So I have quite a list of things like this. I've been working on this for about a year. It's tough when I drive truck. It's tough to find those blocks of time to work on my Afghans.
Because I know it's I always want to get more stuff done than what I do with crochet and knitting, trying to fit everything in. And then I'm not the fastest crocheter.
Yeah. I think it's more important to be consistent and even. I like, finding the rhythm of a pattern, a cadence to doing a pattern instead of just trying to get it done as fast as possible. I believe that leaves a real unevenness. You don't have consistency in your stitches. Where I'm not real slow, but I'm not lightning fast either. And I feel that I'm confident in my work, that those stitches are in good shape and they're consistent and even and, done well. So I think that's more important than speed.
Really, it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
let's see, we have some new people that joined us. We have Timmy and Roberta, Crystal, the Yorny Chicken and Crazy Cat Lady. Did I say Chris? Yeah, I said Chris already. Let's see. And hopefully I don't miss greeting anybody. We also have Marion, and let's see, Anita, Tank, and I believe I greeted Alice already, and Denise, Michelle, Melanie, Tammy, Vicky. We have a lot of people that's joined us.
I know. I'm looking at all the people in the chat. Have we hit thumbs up, everybody?
And also, I don't think I greeted Pamela. And Susan also.
Oh, yes.
If I missed anyone, I do apologize. So how are y'all doing today, and what are y'all currently working on? But I'm going to show y'all the progress on the shawl that I've been working on. Let me turn off my green screen so y'all can see it. Where is settings?
Selena's channel is the American Crochet Association. Oh,
I'm trying to make sure
beautiful.
I have it the right way. No, I'm backwards. This is the Abigail shawl. Can y'all see it that good?
That is
This
beautiful.
is the Abigail shawl by Bonnie Bay Crochet.
Oh, I love Bonnie Barker. She's wonderful. She is great.
She has a lot of beautiful patterns.
She does. And she's another really wonderful teacher. Bonnie Bay Crochet, you guys. Check her out. She does a Friday Fun Live.
And with this shawl, I had to learn how to do the Celtic weave stitch.
Mm-hmm.
I struggled with that stitch.
Yeah.
And then there's the arrow stitch, which I actually already had learned how to do the arrow stitch, but yeah, I got to learn a new stitch for that blanket.
Yeah.
And
so were you able to master that Celtic weave, that coming back around?
I think I finally have it, but when I get to the next section where I have to do it again, I may have to watch the tutorial a bunch of times again.
Yeah, it's not easy. Let me tell you, the first time I tried to do a Celtic weave, I threw my hook across the room.
I don't feel bad because I'm like, why am I struggling so much getting the stitch?
It's not easy.
Because you're skipping, you're going all over the place.
And trying to get back to where you came from. I think I was trying to do it from behind and it was harder that way. And then I saw Mikey do it and he did it like from the front, if memory serves me, and it made it easier. But yeah.
Because it's like you're not like, it's very difficult knowing if you're going to the right stitch.
Mm-hmm.
Or, you know, because you're doing all these crisscrosses and it gets really confusing.
Right. I see a lot of requests to see this guy right here. Hi, Pumpkinhead. Hi. Yeah. And I see a lot of people asking. I'll just say again, Dooley's in good spirits. He's got a good appetite. So far, I haven't seen a decline, and hopefully we'll get him in to see the surgeon in time.
But yeah,
that's our prayer right now.
Dooley is in my prayers.
Thank you.
I hope all goes well.
Me too. Yeah.
Because I mean, I like my cat Sophie. She had disappeared for 2 months. She snuck outside, and it was like I didn't think she was coming back home.
Yeah.
So like when she finally came back home, I was just like over the moon.
Yeah. I had that happen a lot with cats over the years. Like I kept my cats inside because I'm a helicopter mom, and I didn't want to lose them. And whenever one would slip out, it was just gut wrenching. Wondering if they were going to make it back in. And here would come my kitten, just all out of breath, just running into the house hours later, and I'm like, oh, what you did to me. It's tough.
And that's the thing, our cats are indoors, and it was just like she snuck out and she took off for 2 months.
Oh, oh, oh. That's
And
hard because you don't know. You don't have anything to tell you to stop looking. So you keep looking and keep looking. I know. Yeah.
and the thing was is that Frank actually thought he saw her the day that she came back home.
Really?
Hmm. Because he was like up the street, like on one of the connecting streets, and he saw a calico cat, but he wasn't
Yeah.
sure if that was her. And then when he came home, he saw a calico cat in the yard that ran under the house.
Yeah.
And he comes inside, tells me. So I go to both doors calling for her, and
Mm-hmm.
nothing. About 5 minutes later, I hear meowing at the front door.
Yeah.
And it sounded like her meow, but I was like,
Oh.
I don't want to get my hopes up. Open the door, there she was. I was like, yes, my baby's home.
We have a lot of good friends in the chat right now. A lot
Yes,
of good friends.
we have Brenda that joined us.
Yes.
And let's see. I know I saw a few others. I'm so behind on the chat.
I know. I am too. Look at all these wonderful people. I'm scrolling back and oh.
I know I had
Yes, Melanie, he
someone
does feel
else.
good.
Maybe Sandra. Okay, yeah, Sandra joined us.
Hey, Jane is here.
Jane's here. Hi, Jane.
Scraptastic Yarns, isn't that Jane?
Yeah, that's Jane. Hi, Jane.
Honey.
How are you doing? You've been in my prayers, Jane.
Absolutely. Okay. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Just to see Jane just brings tears to my eyes.
And I feel like Jane's kind of like the mother hen of the Yorny community.
She is. She's our matriarch. Don't you think? She's absolutely our matriarch. I'm a mess.
But those
just
joining in,
Jane.
Those joining in, welcome. And what are y'all working on? And how are y'all doing today?
Yeah.
And yeah, and if I missed anyone again, I apologize. It's not intentional. And we also have Vanitza that joined us. How are you doing today?
Oh, hello. Isn't she huggable, Amy? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Because I remember whenever I had invited Jane to come live with me, I really didn't think she was going to come live because I know she's not overly fond of lives. And on top of that, like normally like a channel that's bigger, you really don't expect them to come live with you.
But Jane is real people. Real people.
When she said yes, I was like, oh my, Jane's coming live with me. That was my reaction to you too.
Oh, honey, I'm real people, that's for sure. Yeah.
And that's the thing, really, most people are, the bigger channels, they're all like, they're real people.
They're down to earth. They really are. Yeah. Jane is an excellent example of that.
And me and Jane bond over aliens.
Well, poor Crystal. Crystal, I was telling her before we went live that that I was such an idiot that, you know, I hadn't done any StreamYard for several months and I'd forgotten pretty much how. So we had to postpone it, what, an hour and 20 minutes until I got parked and I remembered, oh yeah, I got to do a different browser and I have to hit this button to join in. And I wasn't doing that from the road. And poor Crystal had to rearrange her schedule for me. But I'm so happy that you did, Crystal. That was wonderful.
Yeah, Crystal is awesome. Me
Talk about real people.
Or YouTube besties.
Yes, yes. You know, and it's funny how, you know, you just start, the friendships you make on here are just amazing.
They really are, because, you know, me and Crystal became friends before I started my channel. And she's one of the people, she encouraged me whenever I told her I was thinking about starting a channel. And we bonded over cats.
Yes.
And let's see, we also have I just saw Walicia that joined us.
Yeah.
And how are y'all doing and what are y'all working on? But
yeah, 6 Acres Farm and Rescue is here. Hi guys.
That's Linda.
I follow them.
Unless I'm getting my names mixed up. But that should be Linda.
Yeah.
But
what a wonderful group you've got in here tonight. How fun is that?
I know. I love everyone that supports me and, you know, watches my videos and talks with me. You know, I enjoy talking with everybody. Like
you're going to build, you know, people who are worried about building their channels. It's something I preach on all the time. If you do it low and slow, you're not about, you know, like, subscribe, go watch this and blah, 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 and, you know, give me watch hours. And, you know, if we could turn that around to these people honor us. And I know I was saying this before we went live. These people honor us by taking time to watch us. So whatever we put out there needs to have value for them. It needs, you know, it's about giving them something of us. Because they take time out of their day. They take time out of their day to watch this greasy old truck driver go down the road and talk to her dog, right? And occasionally I'll throw a crochet hook in there. And these people have become my friends. And for people like you and Crystal who, you know, try to do this for this group of people who take the time to watch us, you know, I can really, I have no problem like getting on your lives and, you know, being a part of what you do on YouTube, because I see that you have this heart for doing something for them. You know, it's not all about me, and let's build my channel and give me watch hours and I want to get monetized and you know, those things are fun. They're fun. It is fun to meet those milestones. That is no doubt. I enjoy watching, you know, numbers change and all that kind of stuff. But when it comes right down to it, it's about them and not about us, right? And that's why I agreed to come on your live.
I hope people like what, you know, my videos, you know, that they're enjoying them and that I'm like, maybe teaching them something or helping them in some way when it comes to learning more about crochet or knitting. And I lost my train of thought.
Well, yeah, you do. I think you are giving them value. You are, you know, putting up something for them. And that's why I appreciate people like you and Crystal. That's why I really love Jane. Really, I mean, everything she puts up is valuable, you know, not just not just hammering people to subscribe and watch my, playlist. And, we can appreciate, as a subscriber myself, when in the first 5 minutes, I feel pressured to do something for the person, in the live or uploading a video, I'm turned off and I'm going somewhere else, some of these channels, it's all about, and not just crochet. I mean, anywhere on YouTube, when in the first 5 minutes, they're not, you can tell that it's an inward focus and not outward on the subscribers. Do I need a bath? Apparently, I'm being groomed. I need to be groomed.
But like one thing is I like talking and interacting with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I like building rapport with people. And it's like
relationships.
And don't be afraid to email me asking for help with something that you're trying to learn. Now sometimes I may not know the answer to your question because I am newer to knitting and crochet, but I will try to help find maybe a tutorial elsewhere that might be able to help you.
That's respectable. We don't have to have all the answers just because we're the ones in front of the camera. We can share what we've learned. We can share our experiences, what we've come to know. But if we don't know the answers, most of the time, the greatest thing you can do is say, I don't know, but you know who probably does? Go check out this video. Go check out this channel. That's respectable. I have a lot of respect for people who will do that. They'll help that person find the answers.
Because I'll do my best to try to help you find answers.
Right.
Like today, on my community page, I put, because a few lives back we were talking about knitting speed, and I had mentioned how Shondi with Expression Fibers has a video about things to do to help improve your speed. But first, you really need to tackle learning your stitches and getting comfortable with knitting before you focus on speed. But she has a video, and I shared that on my community page. And I also noticed she had one for crochet too, to help build your speed, which I really need to watch that video. But I shared that too. So if y'all check on my community page for those that are wanting to try to work on speed, those videos are there, and hopefully they help y'all out.
I think that speed kind of gets confused. I mean, and I like to say slow is smooth and smooth is fast. And like I was saying before about cadence and rhythm in your pattern, some patterns don't have a very good rhythm to them. But if you get a cadence or a rhythm going within the pattern, that's where your speed comes from. And I think that a lot of times, when we look at speed, it's just about getting that project done. No, it's about a rhythm. And having the rhythm of a pattern is what causes consistent, beautiful stitches that aren't big, fat, and sloppy and, all different sizes. We do have, I think with a cadence and a rhythm within the pattern, you not only get faster, but you get more consistent stitches, and your work is more beautiful that way. And the process of doing this huge Afghan, once you've got a cadence, is more enjoyable in doing the pattern.
That's what I was about to say. While you're crocheting and knitting, you need to enjoy it too, not just rush. But like I said, at first you really need to get comfortable with the process, with your stitches and all that before you really start focusing on speed.
Yes. Do it right before you do it fast. And that is exactly what I tell my barrel racing students. You need to develop cadence and rhythm with your horse, and you need to do it right before you do it fast. And they hated that. A lot of them did. But the ones who listened went on to compete at higher levels and increase their, their winnings.
And don't get me wrong, I wish that I was faster than what I am. I'd like to build my speed, but in the same aspect, I want my stitches to look right.
Yes, make sure your stitches look good. I've seen some lightning fast crocheters, and some of them have pretty decent looking stitches, and some of them really don't. And so I think, it's like they skipped a step.
Yeah. Let's see. We have some new people that joined us. Kivia and Chandler and Katrina. And I know I saw Maribel joined us. Nana Michelle.
Oh, all the gang is here. Look at them.
Christina. Crystal with Crystal's Crochet Cubbyhole.
Yes.
Another Crystal. Oh, and she has a new channel, y'all. If y'all haven't checked her out, go check out Crystal's Crochet Cubbyhole. And if one of my moderators can drop her link.
Please, yes.
And anyone that wants their channel link dropped, just type CC in the comments, and one of my moderators will drop it for you. Oh, Lisa the Grammy. I'm like, really, I'm not keeping up at all with the chat today. I'm trying to at least greet everyone.
All these people. It's just so wonderful.
But how is everyone doing that joined in, and what are y'all working on? And like I said, if I miss greeting anyone, I do apologize. It's not intentional.
Well, when you get that many, we have 38 people watching now, according to my tablet. You might see even more. And, it's hard to keep up with that kind of chat.
It is. And I do my best to try to, greet anyone, because I don't want anyone to feel left out. And I'm not, and if you ask a question or something and I missed it, I'm not doing it intentionally. Just like, maybe keep asking it if I hadn't answered it after a while.
Look at Roberta says, I put on movies with fast music. Maybe that would increase, the timing of our rhythm, right?
I like watching TV whenever I crochet and knit. Let's see, we have Joanne Dorland that joined us. Tyler, Gracie. I think I saw some. Donna. How are y'all doing, and what are y'all working on? But yeah.
Boy, Karen, she's got a lot going on. KB Fibers.
You know what? I think now that's ringing a bell to me, KB Fibers.
Yeah, she has been around for quite a while. Look at this, 6 Acres Farm and Rescue. I'm working on scrunchies. Just finished Dana's thermal stitch pot holder. Oh, I love that. I love that.
Awesome.
I really enjoyed crocheting with my friends in Zoom while I've been sitting in the hotel room, and I'll probably do that until middle of next week or so, rather than do the lives. So if anybody, wants to join us after the live, you're all welcome to go to my community tab, and you'll see, we're Zooming, and there'll be a link there. And if the link doesn't work, then all the information's in that picture that I posted. So yeah, come join us. We've been having a really good time. Now, like a bunch of women, there was someone in there named Bonnie the other day, and I think we hurt her feelings. So I just want to say, Bonnie, if you're out there, I'm sorry. Please email me. I'm a mess. And I feel like we hurt her feelings, unintentionally. We didn't mean to. But I think we got a little insensitive at some point, and it happens with a group of women. It's going to happen. And we would really like to apologize to her. I don't know her last name. I don't know her channel. I've been trying to figure it out. So if anybody knows who this Bonnie was, I'm sorry. Please email me. We don't want to treat anybody bad in this community, and sometimes we forget ourselves. And I'll admit that I was probably insensitive until I saw that she had left, and then I'm like, what did I do here? So anyway, I'm feeling pretty guilty about that. Yeah. So I wish I could find her.
We also have put up the chat jumped on me, Cheryl, that joined us. Hi Cheryl, how are you doing
Cheryl,
today?
hi Cheryl.
And what are you working on? Oh, and Tina's here too. Crafts by the Rose.
Oh, hi Tina.
Yeah, how is everyone
I know Tina,
doing?
she's been around for a while.
Yeah. And let's see. One thing that's kind of interesting is, okay, Dana is a truck driver, and I've mentioned before that Frank used to be a truck driver. The biscuit. I don't know if you know that. Usually I refer to him as the biscuit. That's his nickname.
So did he drive over the road? Did he do local stuff? What kind of truck driving did he do?
He was over the road. He worked for wait till you hear this. CR England.
Really? Wow. Was he a team driver?
No, he did solo.
Oh, really? Okay.
One of the few, because CR England really pushes like the leasing and
the team driving.
Mm-hmm. And CR England does not have a good reputation in the trucking community.
Yeah, I have heard some stories from one or two drivers, while sitting around in drivers' lounges, of course, it's all second, third hand information. I don't have any experience with CR England. They seem to be nice people that drive for them.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
But Frank really wasn't he wasn't really good at truck driving. He struggled with backing.
Oh. I've been doing it for 4 years.
And one time at a truck stop, he backed into I think it was a night transport rig.
Night transportation? I used to drive for them.
And the thing was is that initially he had left thinking he had a job lined up with JB Hunt.
Yeah.
And, he was ready to go to orientation. Then they dropped him because of his backing accident, which he told them about.
Okay. Yeah.
Then he went to try to work for what's that company called? Conway, I think it is.
Conway? Okay.
I think so.
Or Covenant?
No, I think it was Conway.
Okay.
So he goes to orientation and he didn't pass the driving test. I think he clipped a curb.
Oh, okay. No, it's not easy. And sometimes I think it's just dumb luck that we don't hit things.
Because it's dangerous, rigs on the road, because it's a big vehicle to have to maneuver, and a rig can't just.
I've got a photo bomber. Yeah.
Okay. But a rig can't just come to a sudden stop.
No, and when traffic does, people think they're being so clever when they do things that are unexpected and out of the normal flow of traffic. Their trucks cannot react. You have human reaction time, and then you have the mass of the vehicle reaction time combined with that, and it's just dangerous. It's not clever. It's not funny. you're putting a lot of people's lives in jeopardy, including your own. And I like to remind people, it's boring to follow a truck. It is boring. It is, it's killing me, And people, I have friends who have bragged about how fast they went around a blind curve or over a blind hill or whatever, these maneuvers they did to get around that truck. And it's like, do you have children? Are they adult children or small children? There's somebody in your life who would be horribly impacted by your loss if you did not make it home that day. There are people who count on you emotionally or in other ways. And I would hope that people would think twice next time. Just realize there are people in your life that you matter to, and they want you to get home, maybe a few minutes later, but safer.
Respect a rig on the road and show them proper courtesy.
Yeah, because it's hard for us. It's hard for us to change lanes. Here's a big thing. The highest percentage of incidents involving a semi-truck is during a lane change. Whether it was a semi-truck changing lanes or the four-wheeler changing lanes, it doesn't matter. So we, especially the slower rigs, stay in that right lane. We have been taught to move over if a truck is merging out. I know it sounds like a double standard, but because it's so hard for them to get up to speed and get, into the flow of traffic, we have been trained to move over for other trucks, but not for four-wheelers, because you have the ability to either get in front and be with the flow, or get behind and come around us. I know it sounds like a double standard, and it is. But the law of physics tells us, that, we got to try to get over for the truck because they're trying to get on, and we all have goods, flowing down the freeway. Not that our lives are any more important than anybody else's on the road, but, we do have a double standard when it comes to merging. Merging is a horrible thing we have to deal with every day.
Because rigs have blind spots.
40 miles an hour in front of an 80,000-pound weapon. No, let's, like I said, either wait and come behind or get in front.
I know
I could go on and on. I need to stop.
A rig changed lanes right in front of Frank, and the light turned red.
Yeah.
And Frank was that close. Oops. That close to hitting that vehicle. Because they can't stop on a dime.
Yeah.
It's show that rig courtesy.
Mm-hmm. We also get
a lot of
drivers. Yeah. Well, we get aggressive drivers who brake check us. Because we didn't get over when they wanted to merge or whatever. The last time I got brake checked, Dooley hit his face on the dash.
Aww.
And now he has a cancerous mass right where he hit his face.
Oh, no.
So
that's something that's probably connected.
Yeah, because there was an injury to his tooth right there, and now it's a solid hard mass, and it's a very aggressive form of cancer, I'm being told. I don't even remember what they called it because I was going blank. So yeah, I hope that would also help people, consider, what's going on in that truck. The next time they're out on the road.
Mm-hmm.
So
let's see, we have some new people. We have Joy that joined us. He's so cute.
My photo bomber. He's laying there all stretched out.
Also Sharing Yarn. And what's your first name, Sharing Yarn? And also Laura Lee. How are y'all doing? And what are y'all currently working on? But yeah, and I remember the first time riding in a rig, it was like I had motion sickness so bad. And it took like a day or two before it finally settled. I think Dana's freezing up some.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I just heard you,
I'm
but you're
sorry.
frozen right now.
I Is that
Okay, I
your
think
internet or
she's
mine? I think it's mine.
I think it's yours too.
It's mine. I'm sorry. Okay, so you're clear now. But every once in a while, my internet like gets all sluggish. You get a little digital and underwater, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. Was there a question in there? Because I wasn't hearing well right at that moment.
But yeah, you've been kind of blurry a lot tonight.
Oh,
But I was saying how when I first rode on a rig, how like I was so had motion sickness real bad, like the first day or two.
I could see that.
Because it's like the bouncing. Well, the rig likes to bounce. Bouncy,
Yeah.
bouncy, bouncy. But yeah, but I don't miss riding on the rig though.
When I was little, my stepfather, his name is Ray Lovell, and he started Lovell Truck Sales in Canby, Oregon. And when I was really little, like he would put me on the truck, and they were talking old freight shakers, these cab over rigs, and I would cry because the truck scared me. I'd have thought I'd never start driving. Of course, the rigs we drive today are much different than those rattling, noisy freight shakers that we had, 40 some years ago.
Yeah, things have changed. Oh, one thing that I saw one time at a truck stop, there was like this lady. She must have had like at least 10 dogs. And they all like went into the rig. And like you saw like some on the dashboard, like they were like everywhere in the rig. And like
Yeah.
here driving away. And like me and Frank are like, how does DOT allow that many dogs in a rig?
There's no limit. There's no limit.
Because
I had a friend who had a Great Dane and a Chihuahua in her rig.
Oh.
I don't know where everybody slept or how that worked.
Like I could see one or two pets, but like that many, it's like I would think that would start becoming unsafe.
Yeah, I don't know. But we can train our dogs. We can train our cats. I know it's kind of like herding butterflies, but we can train our dogs not to get like underneath our feet. Billy comes over to me and he looks me in the eye and he says, "Read my lips. Pull over." I'm like, okay, time to pull over. And we learn how to communicate and how to have a relationship where they're not getting under our feet, but they will walk up and tell us when it's time to pull over, or if we need to get off the truck. And I don't know, maybe you're right. There might be a safety factor at some point, but she, this gal, and she drives out in Texas, and she's a good driver. She's good at her job, and I guess never had a problem with her pet support. But 5 dogs. Were they little dogs? Were they big dogs? That seems like, I think little dogs would be easier.
See, I would think that too, because it's like a rig is such a small space.
Yeah.
Oh, we have Sylvia that joined us. How are you
hi,
doing
Sylvia.
today?
I
And
want
what
to
are
say
you,
thank you to Tina and everybody who said in the chat that they're praying for Julie. I appreciate that.
yeah, I hope Dooley pulls through.
Me too.
He's such a cute little doggy. Oh, we also have Jeannie that joined us. Hi, Jeannie. How are you doing today? And what are you currently working on? And y'all probably noticed that today I put out my Yorny Friends finished projects video. So if y'all haven't watched that video, go see the amazing work that a lot of people did on their Yorny projects. And then tomorrow I will be doing a pet video. So that video will be coming out, and tomorrow is Thursday, right? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I always
Luck of the draw day.
I also go live in the morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Coffee with
Okay.
Connie.
Okay.
I always try to forget that live. I've only been doing it for a few weeks now, that time spot. So it's not like as fresh in my head whenever I'm thinking about my lives. But
Well.
that's a Java drinking live. You get your Java on.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think you do wonderful lives, and I was honored that you asked me to join. You've got quite a lineup and a schedule of great people going live with you. So I was tickled to see your email. I appreciate that.
Oh, you're welcome. I was so honored that you said yes.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I love getting to know all of you. And this is a great way to do it.
See, that's one thing I like about having, different content creators go on. You get to know them better. Everybody at the live gets to know them better. You find out about new channels. And, like, especially when I have like the new channels on, I like being able to help them out, get the word out more about their channel.
Yeah. And if you want to be successful at anything, this is my philosophy. And people hear me, they're like, oh, here she goes again. But the old school way of doing business or anything was about relationships, honest relationships with people. And that's how business got done. For years, business schools, about a century or so ago, business schools were Bible colleges. And it was about, relationships and friendships with people. And that's why I was talking about, if you want to build a channel or build a business or build an association, it's about relationships and what you can offer other people. And I think a lot of people really forget that. And I see you offering some really good value in your patterns and, your video content. And I appreciate that.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, one thing I do want to do down the road, I just don't know yet when I'm going to get to it, because I know a lot of people, like my color work, knitted beanies. And I have tutorials on like how to do the color work, but I want to do a tutorial where I show you how to put everything together and make the whole beanie.
Right. Yes, that's valuable.
And I probably will start doing some of my patterns where, my new patterns, I design new patterns in the future, where I probably will try to do some video tutorials for some of them. It probably won't be all of them, but I do want to try to get to where I have some pattern tutorials on my channel.
Perfect. Yes. I know I have very few, and I have one that I've been working on for a couple of years now. For problems with technology, I'm having problems with technology, but I think that, if you can offer something unique, everybody knows how to do, the single crochet. We know how to do that. And like, I have never done a corner to corner tutorial because there are lots of corner to corner tutorials, and there's one that stands out above the others, and that's Jade and Stitches. If you want to learn how to do corner to corner, that girl's got the video tutorial. But if we can do something that isn't, you know, quite so saturated on YouTube, we're offering something, you know, that is valuable to these people who honor us and who take the time to watch us. So yeah, color work. Whew. Yeah, that's above my pay grade.
I love color work, especially in knitting.
Yeah.
But yeah, but that is something that I do want to try to start doing. But right now I have some patterns that I still need to get tested.
Yeah, well, get your you know, and another thing that you are offering people is yourself in these videos. You are offering yourself, and that's probably the most valuable thing you can offer them is yourself.
And really, like, if people knew how much time I actually spend on channel stuff, I spend a lot of time doing things to do with my channel.
Yes. Yes. Because you've got beautiful things going on that I have never done. I've never done a background. I've never done a live chat where I've got, you know, people's comments across the screen. You guys all impress me that do this.
I still have Roberta's comment.
Well, everybody wants to know who Selena Baca is. American Crochet Association.
And I don't even know if I can go for a back to change. Hold up, let me click on a new comment. Okay, that way I have it off.
Yeah.
But yeah, oh, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, like for instance, like, and I know at some point I'm probably going to get to the point where I won't be able to do this, and I'm going to have a hard time with it. But like, you know, like when someone emails me, I always, you know, respond back to their emails. And if I don't, that probably means I did not get your email.
If I don't, it's because I got 20 emails that day and I'm like, oh, and I'm too overwhelmed and I'm really bad at email management. I'm really bad at it. So I hope nobody's offended.
Now, it may take me 2 or 3 days to respond, but I will respond. And the same thing with when you leave a YouTube comment, I always try to respond back to everybody, which I'm behind on that. I didn't get to do it today, respond back, but I do always try to make a point of knowing that I value everybody that, you know, watches my channel and, you know, comments on a video, and you know, I love all of y'all.
Yeah. I have the same feeling, and a lot of times, you know, all I can do is heart a comment, you know, go through and heart the comments so that they know that I have read it. I read every single comment.
And that's where, like, you know, and typically, like, if you don't, you know, get a response, either it's one or two things. Either YouTube deleted it or YouTube glitched and I never, you know, saw the comment somehow.
Right. Yeah.
Because sometimes YouTube does some weird stuff with
I know.
comments.
They're holding a comment that is absolutely, like, they'll do that held for review thing on a comment that is absolutely relevant to the video. And why? There's no rhyme or reason as to why that comment was held for review. Like, just let it go.
And I've seen it where, like, a comment, like, you know, I check my held for review, you know, folder, you know, on a regular basis. And I've seen it where, like, 6 months down the road, a comment ends up there.
I know, it's weird.
And it's like, I'm like, I hope these people don't think I'm ignoring them, because that's not the case.
Right. Yeah, no. I think I think most YouTubers, especially, you know, those of us who don't have a million subscribers, we read those comments because that's feedback on, you know, on what we did, and those people who are communicating with us, that's important to us.
And it's like, and sometimes, like, you know, especially like someone that's like regularly, you know, around your channel, and then they seem like they disappear, you know, it's like, you know, we notice, you know,
Yeah, we do.
because
We
you're like,
do.
I hadn't seen so and so around lately. And then that's usually
Yeah.
around the time they pop back up.
I know.
I was like, I was just thinking about you.
Yeah. Oh.
But yes, YouTube is very quirky.
It is. Yeah.
And you would think that they could work more of those kinks out better.
I know. I don't know. I try to remember to be thankful that I have this platform. It doesn't cost me anything to use it. And they even kick me a few pennies, you know, every couple months, literally a few pennies every couple months. But yeah, I try to be grateful that the platform is there, because there are times I just want to throw rocks at them. Yeah. Weird YouTube.
Yep. Oh, another thing too, I want to make sure everyone knows about. This Saturday, I'm doing a live bingo. The
Oh,
games,
how fun.
the games itself starts at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. I have
Mm-hmm.
a video up where you can submit your numbers, and it explains all the rules. And I will also be going live 30 minutes earlier from 12:30 to
Mm-hmm.
12:55 Central Standard Time, where I'll still take signups the day of the
Okay.
live.
Okay.
So
Maybe
yeah,
put that, yeah, your community tab, your about tab, you know, take advantage of all those so you get that information out there.
I have been.
People want to know what you're doing.
I probably need to put it on my page again to kind of remind people again
Mm-hmm.
about it. Let's see. We also have Isla that joined us, and Kelly and Sand. How are y'all doing? And what are y'all currently working on? And then another thing too, and we need to get the word out more about this. The 5 Yarnaholics will be going live Sunday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time over on
Okay.
Cindy with Pups and Crochet's channel.
Okay.
She hasn't scheduled the live yet. But once she does, I'll be sharing it out more. You know, all the Yarnaholics will be sharing it and announcing it on their videos and stuff. But yeah, and if y'all don't know who the 5 Yarnaholics is, it's me, Cindy with Pups and Crochet, Crystal the Yorny Chicken and Crazy Cat Lady,
We love her.
Lisa with Coping with Yarn, and Stephanie with Life and Stitches.
Well, how fun. That's fun. I've never caught one of their lives. I keep hearing about them, and I've never caught one of their lives. Maybe I'll try this Sunday.
Yeah.
Mayor's here.
Like, you know, Cindy, she struggles more with like computer stuff, so that's where it tends, you know, like to take longer, for her to get her scheduled. But it will be on her channel.
Okay.
And typically we tend to do small prizes on the live. So more than likely we'll have small prizes Sunday. Oh, hey again, Julie.
He's like, read my lips, Mama. Read my lips. Can Julie, you hang on just a little longer?
You want to come play with my cats, Julie?
He loves kitties. He thought he was a kitty.
That's too funny.
Oh, yeah. I used to sleep on the back of the couch in the windowsill.
We have Mare that joined us. Hi, Mare. How are you
Hi,
doing today?
Mare.
But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any other things that I need to keep everyone in the loop about. But I think I've covered everything that's fixing to go on.
I could give a couple of things. We are still planning the Pacific Northwest Yarny Social this fall. That information I share. There's a Facebook group. I share information about that on my MeWe group. If anybody uses MeWe, and occasionally I will paste the information under my community tab. So that's in the fall. It's in the Dalles, Oregon, September 29th through October 1st. Selena Baca is planning on being there. I'm still talking to Tangi at Imperial Yarns, and Sandy, Left is Right Crochet, and her husband, Mr. Wright, aka Disco Joe, are planning on doing karaoke there. So we have quite a full little social planned. And also we have the Christmas in July fairies this year is going to start on June 15th and go through July 15th. And we think that will alleviate some of the YouTube freaking out over you getting so many comments and
I know
new
they really freaked out.
Yeah, oh yeah, but you know what? Here's what happens. Yes, it gets a little freaky especially if you really follow, really watch your numbers, which I don't. I don't care. But, for people who do, people get a little freaked out. Just, if you want to know how many subscribers you gained from that, just look at how many you had, on day one, and then check again at the end of July. Don't watch it. That's like weighing yourself every day. Don't do that. Don't do that. So we believe that doing it for a month long, and then giving people, time after the 15th to get their semifinalists all, sorted out, that'll help with that. So Christmas and July fairies this year will start on June 15th.
Awesome.
Yes.
Go Christmas. Go Christmas. I can be a nut sometimes.
Yeah. Well, we gotta be. We can't be normal. Yeah. So there's a couple things for people to start thinking about.
Awesome. Oh, one thing before I forget to do this, I have some free knitted pattern links that I want to share with everybody. All these patterns are in the description box of this live, and these are going to be knitted patterns today because I've been sharing a lot of crochet patterns. So let me pull them up. Let's see. Okay, the first one, it's called the Mignon wrap by Louisa Lowe. And look at how gorgeous this is.
Oh my goodness.
I love that.
That is gorgeous.
I always like with knitting, like the lace work and stuff is so beautiful. And then let me get to this next pattern. Oops, trying to hit the wrong buttons. Okay, this one is called the Fiesta Stole pattern.
Oh, how fun are those colors? That is fun.
I agree. And it's by Diane L. Augustin. And just look. I really like that. And you could have so much fun with the colors for this pattern.
Oh, that is a fun, colorful pattern.
That's one that's on my to-do list Just don't know when.
Oh,
And
that is fun.
let's get to the next pattern. Oops, I'm hitting the wrong thing. Okay. The next one is called the Cozy Blankety Shawl by Williams Crafts.
Now that I love that color. That is beautiful.
Yes, it's like I love like how the stitches look and
Oh, what size, what weight of yarn is that made with?
let's see if I can find out. Where's the pattern?
That looks squishy and cozy.
Okay. Let me see. It's saying Lion Brand Yarns Pound of Love, which that should be a 4-weight. I think that yarn is number 4 weighted. And it calls for a 5.5 millimeter needle. And that's
okay, so it might be a worsted. Might be a 4-weight.
That's what I'm thinking, because I think that yarn is the Pound of Love. Oh, let's see. We have Lemon Crochets that joined us. How are you doing today? And what are you currently working on? And now for the last one I want to share with y'all. This one's an Afghan pattern. And it's one of my favorite things in knitting. This is the Dancing Cable Afghan. And it's by Kathy Zimmerman. And look at those gorgeous cables.
That is beautiful. That is beautiful work.
I love cables and knitting. And even crochet, they're beautiful. But I haven't really gotten into cable stitches in crochet yet. I think like the only one
I haven't either.
Like the arrow stitch. And let me show the other picture. But aren't those cables just gorgeous? And like I said, all these patterns are free patterns. I found them off of Ravelry, and the links are in the description box of this live. So y'all can get y'all knit on.
There we go.
Okay, I thought you froze up again on me. Uh-oh, we lost Dana. Hopefully she comes back. Hold up, there she is.
Oh, sorry.
Alien
the Wi-Fi here is spotty.
The aliens got you.
Yes.
They returned you.
Somebody wants his dinner. Sorry.
But like another thing too, like on my community page, you'll also find some patterns that I share on there. Oh. But on my community page, I usually share video tutorials for patterns.
Mm-hmm.
I've been sharing a lot of Bonnie Bay Crochet lately.
She's wonderful. And you know what? If you emailed her and talked to her about, your channel or about crochet, that lady, she is another real life individual who will get back to you. She's wonderful. I've had conversations with her in the past, and what a sweet lady.
I actually did invite her to come live with me, and she sounds like she wants to. So it's just a matter of, like, I think she had told me to check with her like later in the year. I can't remember which month it was, she said, but so I'm hoping that I know.
I would love to see that. She is such a sweet, gracious lady.
But I know, like, a lot of times people are busy and stuff, and
right.
The larger channel they have, their schedules are usually busier.
Yeah, well, and she has a lot going on. I mean, that lady writes, pattern books. I see her books on Amazon, and she's busy. So man, but if you could get her on the channel, that would be awesome.
And but yeah, I'd love for her to come live with me. Actually, I would love Selena Baca to come live with me, but I figured that would be a long shot.
You know what? You might ask her.
You think I stand a chance?
I think there's a chance. Selena Baca is a very sweet, gracious lady.
I'm gonna have to see if I can find her email so I can, or I might be able to contact her via Facebook.
Yeah. I think that's a great idea, and I think she would be tickled. You know, sometimes I think some of these larger channels, I think we see this with Crystal a Bag a Day. She doesn't get like included because people just assume she's too big. And I think Selena is kind of, disincluded at times too, because she's the president and founder of the American Crochet Association, which has turned out to be a really big deal. And so I think she would be tickled. You know, whether or not she can do it, I don't know. She does have a lot going on, but I think she would be really honored that you asked.
Oh, no, I did actually try. I sent today an email inviting her, but I never heard back from her.
Oh, Crystal, you know what? Let me tell you a little bit what I have, my impression of Crystal. She is super shy. So that might, I'm sure that it honors her. I'm sure again that she, in the same way, that she's honored that you would think of her. But it wouldn't surprise me if she's just a little too shy.
Aww.
She is nervous around other people.
But Bago Day, if you're lurking or if you watch this live, I'd love to have you on my panel one day.
I'm sorry. I don't know if you heard any of that. She's very shy. That's what I was trying to say about Crystal.
Yeah.
There you go.
But yeah.
Okay.
But no, I was shocked.
Okay, we're back.
She actually popped in on 2 of my lives in the chat. I was like surprised. I didn't expect that. Uh-oh, you froze up again. Oopsie. Okay. Lemon Crochets is saying that the Pound of Love is a thick 4-weight, but weighs like a 3 yarn. Okay. Yeah, I haven't actually used the Pound of Love yarn yet, but I've been eyeing it a lot, especially like when you want like the solid color yarns. Because initially I used to go with Red Heart Super Saver, but Red Heart is kind of stiff. It's good for like projects where you need a stiff yarn. But so then I moved on to the Big Twist, and the prices were cheaper with Big Twist. But now they've gone up on their prices where you're not getting as good of a deal on it anymore. You got to wait for it to go on sale. Yeah, Joy, you have a good point. The worst thing that could happen would be she would say no. But yeah, like certain people, I would love to have them come live with me. Like there's another one, Chelsea. She technically does have a YouTube channel, but she don't have many videos. She has like a couple of tutorials, but she has a website with a lot of cute like holiday scarf patterns. I'm trying to think of the website's name. You're back. Welcome back.
Sorry, I decided to disconnect from the hotel Wi-Fi. Wasn't doing me any favors.
I remember the name of that website, The Crafter Life. I'm talking about Chelsea. How she has those cute holiday like scarf patterns. Where she's too. I would love to have come on my channel. And I have talked to her about it, and she wants to. It's just matter of when. She's a busy lady too.
Right. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I love her patterns. I've made a lot of her scarves. She, fun projects, and I love fun projects.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like the cutesy. I like holiday patterns, like especially beanies. I
Oh,
have fun with beanies.
yeah. I used to do a pattern called the Bun and Done Beanie, spelled with an N, Bun and Done. And I found it on Ravelry. I'm not Ravelry's biggest fan, but I can't help it. There's a lot of patterns there. And I bought her pattern with permission to make these hats for sale. And, the messy bun beanie was all the craze at the time. Well, this one, instead of just having a hole at the top, it had a drawstring. And it was done in a basket weave with a beautiful band. So if anybody's looking for a really good messy bun beanie, that's a pattern I recommend. And it was a lot of fun to do.
Awesome. See, I wish I had like better hair for beanies.
Me too. I wish I had better hair, period.
Yeah, because you see these people that like they wear the beanies and their hair just like so
Oh,
beautiful with it.
gorgeous. And the messier it is, the better it looks.
And it's like my hair is just so thin and straight and flat and wax body.
I am this color. This is what I was telling my friends. This is mouse poop blonde. Joy, that's right. The worst thing she could do is say no, or she might be too shy to respond. You never know. She may respond, because I hear that she does respond to her emails, but she's so shy.
She has
Bless her.
responded to some of my emails that I've sent to her. So
Yeah,
I have gotten responses from her.
yeah. Well, maybe she'd say yes. She's such a sweetheart. She's just such a sweetheart. I just love her.
Me too. I mean, she's like awesome with designing patterns, and it's like I inspire to like be able to design like she does one day. But I don't know if I'll ever get to that type of level with designing. But
yeah. Now you have someone in your chat that I've never heard of. Forgive me. I'm so out of the loop anymore. But this Lyman Crochets, am I saying that correctly? Is this someone that you're familiar with in your chat? Is this a new person? I'm wondering about the name Lyman, because I know of a town of Lyman that I love.
I've seen her around a few times, and I think I've seen her like on other people's channels, but I haven't gotten to know her real well yet.
So, Lyman, where did your name come from? Yeah. Lyman, I want to know where your name came from, and I'm going to check out your channel too.
Yeah, I was about to say, I believe she has a channel.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah. And the name Lyman, Lehman. Is it Lehman Tank?
See, I'm thinking it might be. I'm thinking Lyman or Lima. Yeah, Lyman or Lehman.
Okay, because there's a town in eastern Colorado that I love. Oh, it's a man, Lehman. Oh, maybe that's his name. Oh, okay, great. Thank you, Chris. Oh, so there's the link to his channel. Let's
now that
check
makes
him
me
out.
more familiar. Yeah. Now that Tank says that he's a man, I'm like, yeah.
Okay, you knew that. I did.
It didn't click though until I said it.
Well,
but
and
I knew I've seen them around.
Like, well,
lives.
He does great work. Okay, well, we're gonna, it's an unfamiliar name to me. Channel, Limon. Oh, okay. See, I totally had it wrong. Limon. Okay, I was trying to figure out why Tank was yelling at me the word moan.
And he does all kind of color work. Ooh.
Gerardo. Okay, so trust me, with my long hair, I've been called. Okay. Well, we're going to be checking out your channel, just so you know.
Because eventually I want to
Limon.
make
Okay.
I want to make a Afghan.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like I may be coming to his channel to get more tips on that type of color work and crochet.
So he does some Afghans.
I'm not definitely sure, but they say color work, so I'm presuming he
Well,
must
we got to check that
Afghan.
out. Yeah.
That's kind of the most common color work project in crochet.
It's Spanish Mexican. Okay. Gotcha. Hello, Jean.
How are you
See,
doing today?
everyone else in here I recognize, but for some reason, this person has escaped my attention, my circle up until now. So I'll be checking him out, that's for sure.
Awesome, awesome. Well, we are at an hour and a half now, so I guess it's time to start wrapping up. I know it's been so much fun.
This has been a lot of fun. I'm so thankful. Somebody is telling me, I guess we're going back out again after this. If
And
he says so.
I want to thank you for coming live with me. And is there anything you would like to say before we wrap up?
Just thank you for asking me. Thank you for inviting me to do this. It looks like you've got quite a lineup of people going live with you. And it touches me that you considered me. So thank you. And keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you. And I'm so honored that you did come live with me.
Oh, yes. Oh, this is great. This is great. I hope everybody here had a good time tonight.
Me too. And I want to thank everyone that came hang out with us tonight. I enjoyed talking to all of y'all. And I hope to see y'all around more. And
Yeah,
I lost my train of thought again.
I'm sorry.
It's
Sorry.
fine.
I'm gonna go back into Zoom after we're done here and after
Okay.
we wrap things up. So, and the Zoom room I think is still open as far as I know. But yeah, we'll be back in there crocheting after I take you know who for a you know what. He's like, I know exactly what you just said, Mom. You can't fool me.
I really believe a lot of times animals really do understand what we say.
Oh, absolutely. They absolutely learn our language. The language we use to speak to them, they start, picking it up. Huh. Yeah.
But yeah, and for those that watch the replay, please leave a comment to let us know. And I want to thank those that will watch on replay too. And I hope everyone is having a fabulous Yorny day. Be the light. And come catch me live tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Coffee with Connie. So bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for coming in.